Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at KTALnews.com. I'm meteorologist Josh Morses with your Monday morning forecast update. Hope everybody was able to have a wonderful Easter weekend. I know it may have been kind of difficult with some of the storms ongoing yesterday. We had a few tornado warnings. We also had some heavy rain south of I-20. In fact, some areas south of Shreveport picked up rain that was so heavy there were some water rescues that were ongoing yesterday evening and last night. The rain is going to clear up for most areas today, but the same front's going to come back as a warm front tomorrow, so we do have some storms in the Tuesday forecast, and we'll get into that pattern of the daily afternoon thunderstorms as we continue through the week. I would say low severe weather potential, but there's potential here to see some heavy rain as we go through the week as well, and we'll get to all of that in just a moment. But what's happening today, this area of low pressure has moved up into the Great Lakes region, so that front is just kind of stretching out like a piece of Laffy Taffy and basically is stalled out here south of Interstate 20. There's no energy behind the front to really give it the nudge out of here that we need, but high pressure is building, so we are going to see some sun and dry weather return to the northern Arklatex today. Some of that cooler air trying to spill in behind the front this morning. We're down into the 40s in Idabel, but most areas for sunrise will be in the 50s and low 60s, and your highs today in the 70s and low 80s. The front will stall south of I-20, so Shreveport will be up to 82, but anywhere south of Shreveport will likely be in the 70s just due to the rain and cloud cover holding on today. So here's a look at your Robins-Sode futurecast. You'll notice it does keep those scattered storms ongoing south of Interstate 20 through the morning, and likely we'll continue to see maybe just a few showers this afternoon. There's no severe weather threat today, but if we get any thunderstorms going, they'll continue to bring some brief heavy downpours, and you see areas like Shreveport. Likely we'll see the sun come back this afternoon. Texarkana will be mostly sunny pretty much all day today, but Shreveport some clouds this morning before we clear out a little later this afternoon. And you'll notice the clouds starting to surge back to the north tonight. We actually have the same front returning as a warm front as we continue through the week here, and it will stay very close to us, so we'll have that chance of daily afternoon storms all week here. So if you add up the daily rain chances by the end of the week here, we'll probably see a lot of areas pick up maybe 1.5 to 2 inches of rain, probably some isolated higher amounts, so this will have to drain out through the lakes and rivers. That's the main thing we'll have to watch this week, is just the water levels on some of the lakes and rivers north of the Arklatex. We had some very heavy rain the past few days, so those lake levels will likely be coming up throughout the week. And we'll take a look here at your Robins-Sode futurecast again. Once we pick things up on Tuesday, you can see the scattered storms returning in the afternoon. And once we get into the afternoons and evenings, same thing Wednesday and Thursday, we'll likely continue to see this chance of mainly afternoon and evening storms. Pretty typical. This is the kind of pattern we usually get in once we get into late April and May here. So again, wind will probably be the biggest threat with any storms. We're probably losing the potential to see any hail or tornadoes through the week here. So if we do see any severe weather, very low potential for that. We're not in the severe weather outlook the next few days here, but again, these isolated storms can produce some high wind gusts maybe through the middle of the week here. We get closer to the weekend, looks like things will maybe dry out once we get into the weekend. Kept a slight chance of rain in Saturday's forecast, but we're likely dry out and back into the mid to upper 80s for the weekend.